once again to do yoga. I apologize that I'm a little bit later than planned. I normally plan to start around 9:30 and it's now 9:40, so I'm 10 minutes late. But sometimes things just don't go as planned. I was not really feeling that great yesterday in the evening and was just really tired. So I got lots of sleep last night. I slept in. I normally am up at like 3:30, 3:45 in the morning, but I did not open my eyes until 5:30 and needed to start my day by uh, praying and reading my Bible, and that was my priority. Um, and so it took me a little bit longer to get down here. So yeah, so that's why I'm a little bit later than planned. Today, I plan to do a 30-minute early morning vinyasa flow. The yogi that I'm following today is Charlie Follows. Um, she is a yogi that I follow on YouTube. I just, I think she's excellent. I think she's a great teacher of yoga. I love her practices. There's always a challenge, so I'm always learning and growing in my yoga practice as I follow these yogis, and I hope you will as well. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Pamela. I am not a certified yoga instructor. I am a yoga practitioner. I'm a yoga enthusiast. I love all things yoga. I just think it's so good for you, for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. There's just so many benefits. It kind of connects you to your youthfulness. I encourage everybody to do it regardless of your age. Babies to seniors. It's just so good for your body in terms of building strength, mobility, flexibility, stability, balance, all those things that you need throughout your life that keep you upright, that keep you strong, that keep you, that position you to prevent yourself from being injured and those types of things. So I love it. I love the whole aspect of mindfulness and being in the here and now and appreciating the moment that we're in rather than being distracted by what's going on in the world or what somebody did to you, what you think somebody thinks about you, those type of things. It just kind of puts you in, it gives you the opportunity to be one with your body and to be at peace, to let go of things that don't serve you. So those are kind of the things that I like about it, and I definitely recommend yoga to everyone. I incorporate it into my daily practice most days. I do yoga 6 days a week. I don't do it on Sunday anymore. I have started to being intentional about observing the Sabbath and giving myself a day of rest from all work. So as we are exercising, we're working on our body, so I don't do that on Sunday. The other thing that I would tell you about myself is that I am a former fat girl. I'm 5'5", so I'm not that big of a person in stature. But I used to weigh 280 pounds and was morbidly obese, and I was basically two of me. So that was a lot, and it was something. I think I struggled with weight in terms of what it is, how I saw myself, what I thought of myself. There were times in my youth where this is how I looked, and this is probably how big I was, and yet I thought I was fat. I was comparing myself to other people. And I just didn't have a very good appreciation of my own body. And I believed myself to be fat, and that belief manifested into my reality. And so one day I woke up and I'm just like, why did I do this to myself? Um, and so I made a decision that I was going to make a radical change in my life. And as a result of the decisions that I made, I lost 140 pounds. Now, that did not end my struggle with the way that I saw myself. I still sometimes see myself as this fat girl. And so I have to be intentional about changing my mind and changing my behaviors so that I don't, you know, just go right back up to where I was. Of that original 140 pounds that I lost, I ended up gaining back about 43. And so for years, I'm like, how do I get it off? How do I get it off? And I just couldn't. But last year, I decided I'm going to live my life intentionally. I'm going to set daily intentions where I'm going to be intentional about doing something for my spirit, nurturing my relationship with God and reading God's word and letting it imprint upon my heart. It's amazing what a good word will do for you. I'm very intentional about doing things to kind of exercise and stimulate my brain in terms of reading and learning and those type of things. And then being very intentional about what it is that I do with my body and how I take care of myself in terms of what I do in terms of physical exercise, what I'm eating, how I'm eating, how much I'm eating, those types of things. So I'm very intentional about that. And since I started this intentional wellness journey, of that 43 pounds that I had gained, I lost about 25 pounds. So I think I figured out how to keep myself where it is that I need to be, to have peace and joy in my life, and to wake up every day with gratitude and happy thoughts and positivity and those type of things. It really does make a difference in my life anyway. I live out loud. I share my story with people, on social media. And I do that for two reasons. One, so that I can, I think that we're more alike than we are different. And so we all have our struggles, people we all worry about stuff. We all sometimes have insecurities, doubting ourselves, or have the potential to buy into negativity and the lies associated with that, and those things weighing heavily on us. And so it's just something that goes along with being human. But if we shine a light on who we are as people, what it is that we go through in this human journey, then we can help each other help those who face the same types of things. Sometimes you can feel all alone in whatever your struggle is, but if you see somebody else who's dealing with the same type of thing as you are, and you see them working your way through it and overcoming, then that provides inspiration to you, like, oh, hey, if this person can do that, I can do it too. If this person had this challenge and they made it through, then I can make it through too. If this person trusts in God and has a testimony about how God brought them through, then I can know that God can bring me through too. So it's that type of thing, and that's the reason that I live out loud. And even though I'm living intentionally and I'm trying my best, and I'm being open and sharing with other people, it's also nice and it's a motivator for people to hold me accountable to the things that I'm doing, or to cheer me on, because we all need pats on the back, and sometimes we all need pushes, and we all need reminders to stay on track. And so when you're building a community that you're sharing with, we're all encouraging one another, and it just helps make this life experience better, and keeps us moving forward in a positive direction. So that's me, that's who I am. I am a person who over the past 10 years has been embracing my inner athlete as well. So I do a lot from a physical standpoint. So I really love yoga, and I do yoga, but I do strength training, and I walk and hike and bike and run, and I play a whole lot of pickleball as well, because I've fallen in love with that. So I'm very, very active. I love it when it's nice outside and I can kind of go outside and be active as well. So you'll find that when it is warm spring and summer and fall, when it's warm and it's nice outside, that I'll do a lot outside as well. So that's me, that's who I am. It would be great to know who you are. So if you want to tell me something about yourself in the comments, that would be great. If you want to connect through, you following me or subscribing to the channel, or just whatever. That would be great. I hope you will join my network. I hope that you will join me on the mat. And if yoga is not your thing and you want to just enjoy the content that I share, and comment on that and interact that way, then that is wonderful as well. Whatever you want to do. We all have choices in life. Anyway, let me go ahead and get to this yoga. Again, it's going to be a 30-minute vinyasa yoga flow. It's going to be an early morning practice, so we'll probably get lots of stretches in, because we all like to stretch first thing in the morning when we need to. Before I get started, I'm going to do my little warm-up that I do for me, which is a handstand, a back bend, and a headstand. I do these, to get my blood circulating in the morning. Inversions will do that. I like to work on my shoulder strength, my balance, the flexibility of my spine, and I want to be intentional about doing those things every single day. So I always start off that way and then go into the yoga practice. So give me about 3 minutes to do that, and then I will be ready to go. But I've got 2 mats out. 2 mats for me actually is really good, because I can, for one, because I'm going live, I can switch directions so you can see what it is that I'm doing. But it's also, when you're doing stuff on your knees, that double mat, the padding, actually helps if you have sensitive knees. I do have blocks, so I encourage you guys to have props handy. I never know if we'll need them, but just if you're going to practice yoga in general, it's good to have blocks, a strap, a bolster, a pillow, blanket, those type of things handy, just in case you may need them. Whether you need them is really dependent upon your body, your flexibility, your mobility, those type of things. So have them handy. Remember that yoga is all about you and your body and what you can do. It's not about you being like me or like anybody else. It's not about perfection. So it's okay if you fall out of a pose. It's okay if you can't do something. It's okay if you want to stop and take a break. It's all about you. You just do the best that you can. There's no judgment whatsoever in yoga, and you will see that I will often fall out of poses. I'm better at some things. I'm pretty flexible, but when it comes to balancing like on one leg and doing stuff, you find that you might see me falling all over the place, and that's okay. I still try. I'm trying to get better, and oh, by the way, I do get better each and every day. So yeah, let me get started. Thanks again for being here. If you guys are on TikTok, I'm on TikTok and YouTube. TikTok folks, if you could tap the like, I'd really appreciate it very much. Both audiences, if you could share this live, if you could follow me, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. TikTok, if you could help me achieve my little goals that I've set for myself today, I'd appreciate that as well. But more than anything, I just appreciate that you're here, and that we're able to connect. And I hope you enjoy the yoga. I'm gonna get started now. Let's go. I'm getting ready to get started. Again, following Charlie Follows. This will be a 30-minute vinyasa yoga practice. It's an early morning flow, so it should be good. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you'll join me. Here we go.
Welcome to this beautiful space in Andalusia. This is an all levels vinyasa flow. When you're ready, find a comfortable kneeling position. Walk your hands forwards, settle into fine child's pose. Resting the belly on the thighs, forehead on the mat. Start to deepen your breath. And soften into the space beneath you. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Staying in child's pose, walk both the hands to the left side of your mat. And stack the right hand on top of the left to begin finding a stretch on the right side of the body. Walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. And this time stacking left hand on top of right to create space down the left side of the body. Walk hands back into the middle and come up into tabletop. Set the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Start to rock your body side to side. And then start to rock forwards and backwards, gently warming up the wrists. And then putting it all together, moving in circular motions, going clockwise a few times. And then anti-clockwise. Settle in and find stillness on your inhale. Lower the belly, arch the spine, gaze forwards. As you exhale, round the back, bring chin to chest, press the floor away. Inhale through your back bend. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. Continue to flow with your breath. Synchronize each movement with your inhale and exhale. One more time like this. Inhale, find a back bend. Exhale, round your back. Then coming into a neutral spine. Extend the right leg back. And then reach your left arm forwards, finding balance here. Draw your navel towards your spine. Activate your abdominals. And keep lifting the leg and the arm as high as you can. Hold strong. Good. Bring the arm out to the left side and the leg out to the right side. Hold it there. Keep lifting the leg as high as your hips. Good. Lower the foot out to the side. Then strap the left arm under the right. Lower the shoulder, lower the head down to the mat. And reach your right arm all the way forward, settling into a variation of thread the needle. You can soften the eyes closed here. Let yourself ease into the ground. Use your hands to lift yourself away from the ground. And heel toe your right foot all the way forwards to come into a low lunge. Bring the foot in between the hands. And then reach your arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, bring hands into prayer heart center. Lift your chest a little higher. Lengthen your spine. And with your next exhale, start to turn to the right. Open your arms out into a T shape. Thinking of lengthening from the crown of your head. Hold for an inhale. As you exhale, lower the left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Keep turning the chest to the right side. Then tuck the back toes and lift the knee. Hold it here. Have the option to step back into side plank or to come back into tabletop straight away. Taking a breath or two in side plank if you're coming there. And then meeting me back in tabletop when you're ready. This time the left leg straightens back. As the right arm reaches forwards, find your balance here. Draw navel to spine, gaze down so your head and neck stays relaxed. Good, then bring right arm out to right side. And the leg out to the left side. Hold it here. This one's a little bit more challenging, so stay with me. Keep the leg lifting. Good, then lower the leg down to the side. Right arm threads under left, lower the shoulder, lower the head. Reach your left arm all the way forwards. And soften the eyes closed. Slowing down the breath a few moments here. Use your hands to lift yourself back up. Then heel toe the left foot all the way forwards, coming into a low lunge. Reach your arms up on an inhale. And as you exhale, bring hands into prayer heart center. Lift the chest once more. Inhale. Exhale, twist left. Then open your arms out into a T shape. Lift up from the crown of your head. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Left arm reaches up. And tuck your back toes and lift your knee. Hold it here. Continue to turn the chest to the left side. An option to step back into side plank or to come straight back into tabletop. I'll meet you there. When you come back into your tabletop, tuck the toes and lift the knees so they're hovering just a little way away from the mat. Then twist the knees to the right. Start to turn your body right and sit your hips down to your heels. Come forwards, twist the knees left and sink the hips down. And continue to twist in this way, finding a little bit of like a bouncing momentum each time, generating some heat in the lower body. Go once more to the right, and then to the left. Then find your way back into downward facing dog. Start to pedal out the legs here. And settle in and find stillness. With an inhale, lift the right leg high. Keep the hips squat. As you exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Arms up, high lunge. As you exhale, relax your arms by your side and lean forward so you rest your belly on your thigh. Start to gaze down. Hold it here. Shift your weight to your front foot. And you can either stay here, transition into warrior three, lifting the back leg. Keeping a slight bend in the grounded leg to help the balance. Hold it steady. Slowly lower the back foot down. Bring your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Press the floor away. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, or modify. Lower down to your belly. For the first back bend, bring the forearms to the mat for Sphinx. So we take it nice and easy to begin. Deep breath in. Open your chest towards the front of your mat. Exhale out, come back to downward facing dog. With an inhale, lift the left leg high, hips stay square. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Come up into high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, relax your arms by your side. Start to lean forwards. Bring your belly to your thigh. Gaze down for balance. And keep shifting your weight into that front foot. And you're either staying here or lifting the back leg, coming into warrior three. Keep the breath steady as you find your balance. Good. With control, lower the back foot down. Plant the hands, step it back to plank. Pressing the floor away, hold for an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, down to your belly. Inhale to cobra this time. Roll the shoulders back, draw the chest forwards. Exhale, downward facing. Step the feet together in downward facing dog. Then lift your left leg high, open out the hip here. Bend the knee, you can gaze under the right shoulder, see if you can find your toes. Lifting the knee a little higher, hold for an inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee across the body and tap your right elbow. And extend the leg out to the side, lower the foot. Keep your left hand on the mat, open out your back foot. Reach your right arm up. Fallen star. Keep pressing the floor away as you hold it here. Lifting the hips, lifting the heart. Hold for an inhale. As you exhale, lower the right hand back down. Turn your back toes to face forwards. Start to rock forwards and backwards here. Nice. And then bending your left leg, glide the leg onto the mat. Lower your back knee down to the mat and sit over on the left side. Both legs are bent here, so they're both at 90-degree angles. Bring your hands to the outside of the left lower leg. Lift your chest for an inhale here. And as you exhale, you can fold over the left leg. Make a pillow with your forearms. Rest your head. Start to slow down the breath. Use your hands to lift yourself back up. Turn your body to face forwards and extend your back leg and turn your toes to face forwards. Step back to plank from here. Press the floor away, hold for an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Step the feet together. Then lift the right leg high, open out the hip, and bend the knee. Gaze under your left shoulder, see if you can find your toes. Lifting the knee a little high for an inhale. As you exhale, tap the knee to the back of the left elbow across the body. Extend the leg out to the side, lower the foot. And reach your left arm up as you open out into fallen star. Press the floor away, stay strong here as you hold. Then lower the left hand down, turn your back toes to face forwards, and start to rock forwards and backwards. Keep your right foot flexed, your front foot, so you're balancing on the heel. Good, then bend your front leg, glide that leg onto the mat as you lower the back leg down. And sit over on your right side so that you can bend both legs to a 90-degree angle. Bring the hands in front of your right leg, your front leg. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold forwards over the right leg. A nice, easy forward fold. Soften into the ground. Start to slow down your breath. Use your hands to lift yourself back up. Then straighten out the back leg, turn the toes to face forwards and step back to plank. Hold for an inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the feet together again. As you inhale, lift the left leg high, open out the hip. As you exhale, step the foot to the outside of the left hand. Coming into lizard lunge. You can keep the back knee lifted or you can lower the back knee down, whichever you prefer. Choosing to stay up on the fingertips, planting palms, or maybe coming down to the forearms. Use your breath to help you deepen into the pose. With each exhale, ease in a little further. Come up onto tented fingers. Tuck the back toes and lift the knee. And open out your back foot. Keep the heel grounded as the toes point up into Skandasana. Start to sink your hips towards your left heel. You can use your hands here for support or bring hands into prayer if the balance is there. Keep pressing the feet into the mat so the legs are very strong here. Good. And use your hands for support. Let yourself sit back. Bring the left knee so it draws in towards the midline of the body. Then turn your body to face your right leg. Inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, fold over the right leg. You can walk your hands forwards, maybe reach to take a hold of the back of the ankle or the foot. Relax chin to chest, start to soften into the ground. Lift your chest and turn your body to the left. Lift the left knee back up and use your hands for a little bit of support as you press through the feet. Rock forward to lift the hips back into Skandasana. And you can use your hands here and walk them to the right, or maybe you take the hands away completely. Start to straighten the left leg as you bend the right. Shift to the right side. Turn your body to the back of your mat and settle in and find lizard again. So edge the right foot to the right side to create more space. And start deepen the breath as you take stillness here. Come up onto tented fingers, tuck the back toe and lift the knee. And open out your back foot, keep the heel grounded, spin the toes to point up as you start to sink your hips towards your right heel. Keep the hands on the mat if you need stabilizers, or keep hands close to heart center in prayer. Good, and using your hands for support here, let yourself sit back. Bring the right knee in towards the midline. Turn your body towards the left leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forwards over the left leg. Relax chin into chest. Soften your breath. Lift the chest back up. Turn your body to the right side. Use your hands for support. Lift the right knee back up. And as you lift the hips, rock forward. So you take your weight into the feet again. Start to extend the right leg as you bend the left. Turn your body to face forward. Step back to plank. Hold it here. Step the feet together. Then open out into side plank on the left. So legs are stacking. Shoulders stacking over the wrist, right arm is reaching up. Keep pushing the floor away, lift hips, lift heart. Good, lower the right hand down. We'll move straight into side plank on the right side. So roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Get your balance, steady your breath. Good, and lower the left hand back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Settle in, find a few steady breaths here, pressing through hands and feet. Then looking forwards, look at your hands. Step the feet to the outside of the hands. So the toes are angled out. Bend the knees, sink the hips down from Alasana. Using the hands for support here, bring hands into prayer. If you feel steady, soften the eyes, close. Start to deepen your breath. Relax the shoulders down the back. Think of lengthening the spine. Lower the fingertips to the mat, straighten out the legs, come to a wide forward fold. Take a hold of opposite elbow and sway side to side here. And planting the hands on the mat, bend the knees if you need to. Step back into downward facing dog. And then bend your knees, come into tabletop. Keeping the hips stacked on top of the knees. Walk your hands forwards, let your chest get heavy. Start to sink the heart down to the mat for puppy pose. Resting the forehead or the chin on the mat here. Slowing down the breath as we settle into stillness. Let's come back into tabletop. Then bring the big toes to touch, open the knees as wide as your mat. And walk the hands forward, settle into a wide-legged child's pose, resting the forehead on the mat. Invite your whole body to soften into the ground as we close today's practice. Regulate your breath, even inhales, even exhales. Use your hands to lift yourself back up and bring the knees together. Keeping the eyes closed for now, rest your hands on your thighs, sit up tall, and take a moment to soak in the effects of the practice. Maybe you thank yourself for showing up, recognizing your hard work and your willingness to put in the effort and dedicate time to your practice. And bringing hands to prayer heart center, bowing the head. Thank you for giving me the honor and the pleasure of being your teacher and your guide. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. I would love to hear your experiences from
That was a good practice. I always like morning practices. Get a lot of good stretching in, some good balance, some good strength. I'm getting strong. Hope you are as well. Anyway, that's my yoga for the day. I've got a busy day today, as maybe you do as well. So let me get out of here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you will be here tomorrow. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. The weekend is here. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.